All right, so let's look at some systems of inequalities applications. So basically we're constructing a system of linear inequalities from word problems, and then we're graphing those solutions. All right, so let's try this problem together. I'm going to complete this problem, and then I have one I would like for you to try on your own. So the problem here says, Mary knits scarves and sweaters to sell. Scarves take 2 hours to knit, and sweaters take 10 hours. Mary would like to spend no more than 40 hours per week knitting and knit at least 5 items per week. So we want to write and graph a system of linear inequalities and write 2 possible solutions. So first we need to define our variable. And if you're not familiar with that, please see my video solving systems of equations applications. Very similar, we're just going to use inequality symbols instead of equal signs. So I'm going to let my scarves be X because I have 2 different items, so I'm writing my equations in standard form. And then I'm going to let my sweaters be Y. So when I graph, my X value will be my scarves right here, and my Y value will be my sweaters. All right, so let's write this system. So first it says scarves takes 2 hours to knit, so that would be 2x, plus sweaters 10 hours, so that would be 10y. Mary would like to spend no more than 40 hours per week. So 2 hours and 10 hours, no more than 40 hours, so it would have to be less than or equal to the 40 hours. All right. Then our next equation, it says, and she wants to knit at least 5 items per week. So her items are the sweaters and scarves. We don't know how many of each, so we simply write X plus Y because we don't know how many scarves and how many sweaters. But we know that we've defined our variables for X and Y. And she wants to knit at least 5 items per week. So the amount will have to be greater than or equal to 5. All right. So we can graph this. We could either use our intercepts, our X and Y intercepts, or we can rewrite them in slope-intercept form. I've only labeled my graph up to 15 for Y and X, so I'm going to rewrite it in slope-intercept form. So basically that is just solving the equation for Y. All right, subtracting 2x, 10y is equal to negative 2x plus 40, and there should be a less than or equal to sign right here. Dividing by 10, so y is less than or equal to 2. Negative 2 divided by 10 reduces to negative 1/5 x. That would be my slope. And 40 divided by 10 would give me 4. All right, so let's go ahead and graph this. So 4 is my x-intercept, or my y-intercept rather. So I'm going to go up to 4 on my y-axis. My slope is negative 1/5, so I go down 1 and to the right 5. And I'm going to try it again, down 1 to the right 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and let's try it one more time. Down 1 to the right 5, and that is going to be a solid line because I have less than or equal to. I'm going to try to draw it as straight as possible. All right, I'm trying here. All right, and so since this is less than, I'm shading below my line here. All right, I'm going to change colors for my second graph. I want to solve this for y. So I'm subtracting x. So y is greater than or equal to negative x plus 5. So let's graph this. My y-intercept is 5. So I'm going to start at 5 on my y-axis. And my slope is -1. So I go down 1 to the right 1. I'm going to keep doing that. Hopefully you can see my little circles or my dots here. So I'm stopping here. And I'm going to try to connect my line as best as possible as I'm trying. Alright, and so since this is greater than, right, I'm going to shade above this line, and so that would be here. And so my solutions would be within this region here. Alright, so my solutions, and they have to be positive because we're talking about scarves and sweaters. You can't have negative scarves and sweaters. So I'm keeping it above 0. Alright, so it says write 2 possible solutions. And so I'm just going to pick 2 ordered pairs. So within this region, one ordered pair would be, I'm going to say, I could say 6, 1. 6, 1. And I could also say 10, 2. So if I'm using those ordered pairs, remember every ordered pair has an X and a Y, right? So X is represented by my scarves and Y is represented by my sweaters. So I could say 6 scarves and 1 sweater. That's a possible solution. Or if I use the ordered pair 10, 2, I could say 10 scarves can't spell scarves. This is a R right here. Let me erase that, make it a little better. Alright, A-R-V-E-S. 10 scarves, 2 sweaters. Alright, so I've written a system of inequalities, I've graphed it, and I've given 2 possible solutions to this system. Alright, so for this example here, it says suppose you buy flour and cornmeal in bulk and make flour tortillas and corn tortillas. Flour costs $1.50 per pound and cornmeal costs $2.50 per pound. You want to spend less than $25 on flour and cornmeal, but you need to feed at least 6 pounds, you need at least 6 pounds altogether. So go ahead and pause the video, read this problem carefully and try it on your own. Alright, so we have the answer here. At this point I would pause the video and check my answer carefully, look at the inequalities, look how the expression is rewritten in slope-intercept form, and look at the graph as well. So go ahead and pause the video and check your answer carefully. Alright, so we've reached the end of our lesson in our video. I want to thank you for learning with me. Some related videos are solving systems of equations by graphing and solving systems of linear inequalities. And if you haven't already, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And again, I want to thank you for learning with me.